this.
Hello, aliens. My name is the Itta, and this is my draft tutor. Today we have aPapaTaco. aPapaTaco, how are you doing today?
I am fantastic. Never better. Thanks for asking. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Now, aPapaTaco is a wonderful streamer who also puts on their own event. Um, and your season just ended like last week, right?
hmm
So, it's really great. There are a lot of different drafting folks out there drafting streamer drafts, and aPapaTacos is not every Saturday, but Saturdays when it's in season.
Yeah, when
At
the new set comes out, we get going, and then the champion wins tacos.
Wins Tacos. And is it 8 weeks or how long is the season?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. So the first 5 weeks, get your butts by at Twitch, um, at around midnight Eastern time. So 11:45 Eastern time. And where can people find you on the internet?
Yep, I'm a Papa Taco everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Yep, that's everywhere.
And we did have a little bit of a mess up. So we this is our I was muted, which is sad because we had such a great blue white flyers deck. But you know what? Life happens. aPapaTaco said, "Well, there's traditional draft Brothers War, so let's try that." So here we go. We're still
Coming
playing
in
Brothers
clean.
War, but all the knowledge wasn't. It was bad knowledge, I guess. You know,
Do you
I
play much best of three?
I do not. I'm very
No.
scared. What about you?
I play best of one mostly, but definitely, I mean, all of your draft club stuff, that's best of three.
That is
Um,
true. Draft
I do
Club.
traditional draft maybe 20% of the time, and then best of one 80% of the time.
I mean, I feel like to me, I feel like um, I never draft for sideboard. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's cool. I got a sideboard card, but in best of three, it's just like I'm trying to make the best 40 card deck possible. Maybe every once in a while, I'll sideboard, do the sideboard
Yeah,
quest.
we will, try to keep it in mind when we're drafting, but I'm definitely not the best at building the sideboard in the draft either. A lot of the cards, though, that are typically sideboard cards, like Disenchant in this set, are main deckables, so,
Mm-hmm.
we're already taking Disenchants kind of mid-pack anyways, but now if we get multiples, we can side them in and out,
It
that
is
type of thing.
it is interesting that yeah, we queued up for a quick draft. Not quick draft, but best of one draft
Yeah,
and
Premier.
instant, and then the more classic draft format. It's
Yes.
taken some time.
Not as popular, but it gives us more time to do some preamble.
Yeah. So you were talking earlier about your fish named Cutesy.
Cutesy. hmm
Is it a goldfish?
It's a beta.
Oh,
A red beta. My son picked it out because it was red, like Spider-Man.
nice, nice. Talking about Spider-Man, have you stepped into the Marvel Snap arena that
Yes.
a lot of streamers I have been playing, maybe
I
like an
haven't
hour?
been I haven't been streaming it, but I do play Marvel Snap. I haven't been playing it every day like I did when I first started, but I do like it. It's fun.
I thought it was gonna be the worst game. Just I
Me
watched
too.
it. 6 turns, sometimes seven. I'm a Magic player. I'm smart. And then I downloaded it because sometimes I said, oh, this game might be something to do play on the toilet.
Yeah,
Games are done.
exactly. That's where I play it.
It's great. It's a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I did have a blast with it. One question that I guess I've had for a while, but I've never asked you: did the Night Strix League start during Strixhaven? Is that where
It
the name
did.
comes from?
It did, and the reason why I started it actually has a little bit going back to Draft Club. I got invited by the Mana Sultan when he would run the league as the book club,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't do it just because of the time. And so I thought, okay, I'll just make a league that I can do because I can only play late at night after my son's asleep, that sort of thing. And so I
Mm,
started the Night Strix League after my son went to bed, so I could be a part of a club. I was inspired by you guys.
that's so funny. Because
Hmm.
yeah, we started in Strixhaven,
Yep.
and that's actually why it's called book club. Um, but Man Sultan's like, we need a name for it, and I'm like, well, Strixhaven, what book club? That's silly. Um, and yeah, we still have, even though Mana Sultan has moved on, uh, we have still kept the name book club
And
in
then
part of it.
And then for us, it was the Strix is like the Magic the Gathering owl, and so I was trying to do like the Night Owl League. So
I like that.
that's kind of the meaning behind the name. Oh, people are leaving our queue.
Well,
our,
you
our
want to
filled
just
seats are getting fewer.
do you want to just go and do a oh, you know, let's give it another 30 seconds and maybe we could do a Brothers War. Not Brothers War. Dominaria United quick draft. Maybe that's a little bit faster.
Sure, we could do that. I'm okay with waiting,
Okay.
and I like Dominaria United too. I'm not against it.
I'm down for whatever you're comfortable with. We can just do a small podcast. When did you start streaming? Did you?
Yeah, during quarantine. I don't remember. 2021 probably.
Nice, nice. And were you playing a lot of Magic before that, and you're just like, whatever, I'll do it,
Oh
or
yeah, I got the origin story. So I would draft every night, and typically I'd get on a call with my buddy Gary on Discord,
mm,
and I would just screen share with him, and we'd kind of talk through the choices. And we would do that almost every night, just him and I. Uh,
nice.
and then I asked him, would it be cool if we streamed it? And he said, yeah. And so a lot of the times when I'm streaming, if anyone comes down to the channel, you'll hear another voice,
Oh
a
yeah,
disembodied voice, and that's my buddy Gary. And he's not as much into magic and drafting. He's more there for like color commentary.
yeah, hanging
It's a
out.
lot less, yeah, it's a lot less of the strategy and stuff. But he's there just for fun, and I enjoy having him there.
Yeah, no, I did notice. Because you do stream a little bit later, or I stream when I'm awake. You know, so not until Draft Club West, which without you, it would be a lot more of a hassle. I think
Yeah,
the
happy to
only
help.
reason why Draft Club West started was because I sent a message to you and a few other people and said I just need someone to pair rounds and go, not even just go next, because it Draft Club is during the week on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 7 and 7 PST and EST, um, and maybe one day 7 GMT. But we'll get to
Ooh.
that when we get to that. Um, you know, I would love to do 7 GMT, um, but with Draft Club being at night, I can still be in my bed and watch and organize ish if things come up. We haven't had a lot of new blood, but a lot of new blood folks have a lot of questions. Um, but if it's GMT, that's 2 o'clock my time, and I am pretending to work at work. You know.
Oh, I know.
But
We're so close. Look at this.
I know we're so close to 8. You were at 7, but I feel like these are the folks who are like, it's crazy because you don't you don't play against your pod even in traditional,
Hmm.
um, which I
Oh,
think,
only in our leagues do you do that.
yeah, only in the leagues. So it's
Hmm.
great. There's peeps and keeps on Mondays, and there's draft club on Wednesdays, and the first 5 weeks of a set uh,
Yep.
at night, so everyone gets their flavor. I know my old friend Just Lola Man does a 64 player draft on Saturdays, maybe. If I'm not 100% sure because I can't do long tournaments.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I already host a Magic the Gathering tournament every Saturday. So,
Filled seat. Get in there.
just press it. They probably went to the bathroom.
They're like, oh, it's been 8 minutes. I'm sure it'll be a couple more. Mm.
No,
Oh, the
I
humanity.
was, I was feeling it. It's kind of crazy. A lot of games like this. I don't know if you play any other games, but a lot of games, waiting tables, um, it's like 10 times the volume when it gets matched. So if you're playing with speakers, you'll hear it from a mile away.
Some
Rebuilding
places
the
you get
game.
timed out too if you don't ready up in time.
I
They
know
put you they put you
League
in a
of
corner.
Legends. League of Legends, it's super loud in your head, which I played briefly for a bit ago.
I was a Dota 2 guy for a while.
Nice. Do you play any other games? Or are you
Not
just
really
mainly
right now.
Magic?
Mostly just Magic. I play games with my son. He's really into Nintendo. We play a lot of Mario games.
Nice.
But for myself, it's mostly just Magic. All right.
I spread the love out. All right, here we are,
Ooh,
and
ooh,
what?
ooh, ooh, ooh.
No.
One of my favorite cards.
Power suit.
No. The rare is too good.
Going back into a siege a soldier deck maybe. Um, this doesn't really necessarily even have to be a soldier. Um,
Yeah. It does get the ones only when soldiers die,
mm-hmm.
but it just does a lot by itself. It's like the Lunarch Aspirant, I think it's called, the 2 mana that
Mm-hmm.
puts the counters.
Yes. That's a
That
two
little
mana 1/1. This is a 3 mana 2/2 with a little bit more text. Um,
yeah.
so the Thran power suit, one, I think we talked to earlier how I kind of like to make fun decks, and
Hmm.
I was able to do 4 of those in one
That's funny.
draft, and surprisingly, it did go 4 and 3, which is good for me personally.
Hmm.
But it was just great because almost every game that I won was because I had 4 of them on.
I'm
Well,
sure you gave some opponents a good laugh as well when you just had guys with a million suits on.
million
You want
suits.
to just take the soldier here, the Warlord's Elite,
Oh
just so we
yeah.
can stay in white and stay in soldiers?
I wish this card was good, but it's a commander card. The ballot may
Mm,
play lands from your graveyard.
there's some like self-mill and black green where it could be good. But yeah, I don't typically play it. What,
Metamorph.
what do you like here? There's some good cards.
I love the Metamorph, but I know it's not a good card. Uh, it's a good card, but it's a hard card. It's a silly
It's good
card.
when you've got bombs. So
Yeah,
like copying your Seed Veteran would be silly. Um, you could take it if you wanted. I would take one of those red uncommons probably though,
like the Swiss
personally.
Mirror. Which one do you think?
They're both good. But if you want to take Metamorph, I'm down. If we end up in a blue-white soldiers, the Metamorph's not bad because you can copy like your paratroopers and make them 3/3s, 3/3 flyers.
Well, what do you think? Because I'm all here for you. What do you think's the best path to victory?
Cindermaw,
Cindermod is.
get another big beefer. Put the counters on it from the veteran, make it an even bigger beefer. Ooh.
Okay.
You could take Cindermaw again. You could take Cavalry. If you want to stay open, you could take Wing Commando, but I would probably take Cinderma or Aeronaut Cavalry. That's a
I
hard word.
yeah, it is. I like the this card. I don't think I usually draft it because it scares me. Um, I get frightened of cards, and
Yeah, it does look scary. It's got like fire growing in its chest.
yeah, and it could probably it has like a kind of like a worm, like burrier mouth, like those kind
Hmm.
of burry stuff. So
And a squish a wagon.
and it's got a sharp tooth. So a lot of stuff going on with this animal.
Looks like something out of Pandora. I watched Avatar yesterday.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
I hear it's an experience.
Yeah, I did the whole IMAX 3D.
Would you watch the movie again?
Probably not, but I enjoyed it enough.
That that's good. I like that. I like that. What do you think here?
I would just take 2-drop Phalanx Vanguard just because our curve right now is just a middle finger.
I like that. Yeah, no, I like
And we
that.
need to get some more early stuff, especially when you've got the Warlords Elite. You want early stuff. Siege Veteran too, you need stuff down to put counters on.
Mm,
And then same here, I might just take the Rock Hunter. It's not great, but it's another 2-drop to fill in our curve.
I like that.
It's a soldier as well.
So I saw Avatar actually is a really special point for me.
Hmm.
I saw it in theaters in 3D with my family. It was probably one of the last movies that I saw with my family, like whole family. Um, and I found out that I don't see 3D well,
Oh,
especially
sure.
that technology of 3D. So I didn't have a headache, but I kind of had a headache the whole movie. And I just
Mhm.
like stopped watching the movie halfway and kind of listened to it. Then I went to an eye doctor a few years later and found out that yeah, I can't, my eyes can't see 3D, which is a thing I didn't know was a
Interesting.
fact, or fake 3D because I see in 3D like a
He's seen all
normal
the
human.
dimensions.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. You can take Race to the Ground. This is best of three, so it could also just be a sideboard card.
okay.
It destroys target artifacts. Draw a card if it's 1 mana or less.
I'll put it right there.
Yeah, that seems like where it belongs.
Get a cavalry.
Yeah, for sure.
What's this card do? Okay, no.
It's good, but it's better in like the black-red sacrifice.
Yeah,
As of now, we don't really have anything to sacrifice with it.
and
I
it
mean,
can
if we got some like scrapwork cohorts, it would be a lot better. Just take Rock Hunter again.
another rock hunter.
Yeah, it's aggressive. It's got 3 power. They don't have blockers. There you go.
And
Just poke them with
yeah,
that spear.
you don't mind it dying here and there.
I like the automaton in this deck.
I don't mind it either.
Another
Yeah.
another
I
aggressive feature.
I get a lot. I love this. I love prototype. I think it's
Hmm.
a really cool. I, Magic the Gather. We think is it Whirling Strike under this pack or what?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's
Rolling Strike's good.
crazy. I people who play Magic the Gathering kind of forget. Who play? I think a lot of people don't realize this. They play Magic the Gathering so much that it's like, and a lot of people who play something a ton eventually like, have some love hate relationship with it. I think if you just like look at each set and maybe sets aren't amazing every set, but I think like with Magic, it's in its 30th year or whatnot, and just mechanics always fresh, always cool. Do we
Yeah.
care about this
I
bitter?
I would take the reunion. I don't know if we play it, but it can be a filler card. But yeah, I've been happy with the draft sets for the last few years. They're knocking it out of the park. I think they're on to they've got the formula down. I have fun with every set. There's some that are definitely better than others, but I'm happy to draft every set like at least 30 times without without batting an eye.
Yeah, without going crazy and losing your mind.
Yeah, it's always new what was the word you used?
Mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics. New mechanics, new puzzles to solve. It still feels fresh, even though I've been playing it like every night for the last 3 years.
Let's just get some blue cards.
And then, oh, I thought that was the door that you love for a second. The door to the
Oh,
nothingness, but it is not.
oh my! I love Door to Nothingness.
It looks similar. The scrapwork mutt's really good. What's our creature versus non-creature count right now?
9 to
Yeah,
4.
I would take the mutt. Swift Spear is also good, but we don't really have very many non-creatures. So Swift Spear wouldn't be too good in our
Hmm.
deck right now. But I take as many mutts as I can get my hands on.
I just think it's rude to call it a mutt, though. You know, it's kind of a weird card. Like it has one eye and it's an artifact, but it's still a dog. It's a happy dog.
Yeah, I mean a mutt just means that it's like a crossbreed, right? So I think it's a crossbreed of
Mm.
dog and robot. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But
it's like a mix of a bunch of parts. That's what makes it a mutt.
it's true.
But I still love a mutt. I had a dog. It was a mutt.
It was a
And I loved her very much.
nice pup.
Speaking of taking all the mutts I can, I think I would just take another mutt here.
See,
Recommission would be good in this deck too, because you have a bomb. Recommission, maybe recommission. That way if they kill your rare, you can just bring it back.
bring it back. I like that. We'll see some more mutts,
Hmm.
hopefully.
Like 9 times out of 10, though, I would definitely take the mutt there. But in this case, when you've got, and then also even like our Cindermaws are a good target for recommission because they would come back as the 5/4 trample.
And there's another Cindermaw.
Yeah, Cindermaw, I think, is the pick here. Our curve is looking a lot better now as far as not just only having 3 drops.
It's just all 3 drops. Oops, all 3 drops.
You want to just take another Vanguard? Again, it's not great. Are we okay on 2 drops? I mean, nothing else here is that exciting, though.
We've got Rock Hunters.
Yeah, maybe Vanguard. Just another soldier to put a counter on with the veteran, and then
Maybe if we get more mutts, they'll become a 3/2. I don't know.
do you like Elite? Do you like... Is the Juggernaut any good? Do you like the Juggernaut as top end?
Um, I mean, I'm down for whatever. I think I like the Elite though.
Yeah,
I like
if
the
we're curving...
Automaton, but I feel like Automaton, the Elite is a little bit better than the Automaton, uh, in my brain. Look at that.
Oh, our friend.
Our friend is back.
Yeah. And our last deck we drafted, we
We,
had 5 of those,
we
I
had
think, right?
5. Yeah, 5 whole. Paratroopers.
So there's the 2 tricks, Whirling Strike and Military Discipline. There's Race to the Ground for the sideboard. I think any of those are good. Maybe the Discipline, just so that we have a little bit more like mana
Mm-hmm.
options kind of thing, you know? Like we can fit it in our curve more easily.
I'm down for that. I think it's a card to take. If we wanted a Whirly Strike, it would just pop up in the next pack.
Yeah, honestly, take the Whirling Strike. You know, we don't have any removal, but what we could do sometimes if I don't have enough removal, I'll just play tricks in the place of removal and then just send all and
Yeah.
cast the tricks
They think
in
they
the most
got us.
advantage way. Yeah, I
Whirling
mean,
Strike
they
is
probably,
great because it has trample. That's what I
yeah,
like
I
about
mean, a
it.
lot of times, even if they know you have the trick and they choose not to block, that's even better for us because we're just dealing damage. And then if they do block, we've
Mm-hmm.
got the trick, so it's win-win when we're the aggressor.
I win, you lose.
Hmm. And we've got a good creature count. We've got a good curve of getting creatures down on 2 and 3 so that we can back them up with the tricks. I think things are looking pretty good here. Yeah,
Well,
Whirling Strike on the Rock Hunter is not bad. 5 Dama first strike trample.
this gamer right here.
Yeah, they keep them anonymous and traditional for whatever reason.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I see? Oh, was that an update? Oh well.
Yeah, it was an update a while back. Just another discipline, and then maybe we decide at some point in the deck building slash sideboard process how many we need.
Mm-hmm. Like, so we got one bomb.
Yeah. And we got a way to bring it back with the recommission.
It's
This
just
deck could use some scrapwork cohorts. That'd be a nice 4-drop.
I do
If
like
we
how we have some artifacts that can help our little phalanx. We take the Juggernaut.
Sure, I'm not against it.
Are you a dig
Harvester's
site
pretty
gamer?
good. I mean, not in an aggressive deck. I want to make sure I'm hitting my colors and curving out. In a more controlling deck, I'd definitely throw some dig sites in there when I've got time to just hold them back and find our good stuff. Supply drop is playable. I think our tricks are better though, but
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna play anything from here. I don't think we'd play a bunch of onslaughts. It's the only card in our colors. I'm surprised there's a Boulder Branch Golem so late. That's a really good card.
Is this card a scam?
I don't think it's very good, but you could play it. I mean, if you put counters on it, right, with the siege veteran.
I just
Yeah, I mean, sibling rivalry is something we could sideboard in if they've got like big guys that we want to just steal from them and kill them with their own creatures.
maybe we just take this.
Sure.
Who knows?
We don't have as much flying this time. It could actually be playable. Oh, Whirling Strike. Hello. Sure. Throw
Oops,
it in
all
there.
whirling strikes.
Not too exciting.
Nope.
Just another Vanguard? I don't know. Do you like to play in Evolving Wilds in a 2-color
I
aggressive
hate
deck?
Evolving Wilds.
You hate
I
it?
won't play Evolving Wilds ever.
Evolving Wilds is alright, but I don't know if how much we would want it in an aggressive 2-color deck. We don't have 1-drop, so Evolving Wilds would be playable. So we're not playing any creatures on 1, so if it's an opening hand, it's kind of free.
You want me to take it?
Yeah. We've got plenty of...
Evolving Wilds.
Oh.
Ooh. So this
Excavation. Yeah.
Evolving Wilds to me is I think I've said this when you asked me what's my my philosophy, and it is only drafting fun cards. And Evolving Wilds is an enabler, but it itself is not a fun card. So I
Yeah,
usually
but
don't
yeah, I can
draft
let you
it.
have fun, right? If you want to do a bunch of different colors and splash a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
I think prison sentence, right?
Yeah.
We haven't had any interaction / removal, and here we go, 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Here's a third one.
Yeah, wow. Called it. Called shot.
What does
I
this
think
card do?
our combat tricks are less necessary now that we have all of these. So I might just play like 1 military discipline and maybe 2 whirling strikes. I don't even know. Because a lot of times I like them as a instead of removal.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely cut that supply drop.
Okay. Ambush Tacticianer. Or sorry, Ambush. I combined those because I'm dyslexic. An Ambush Paratrooper.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of soldiers. We could go 3 colors. 3-color
Yeah.
aggro?
We have the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I wouldn't typically want to do 3-color aggro. A card that's good for that, though, is the green one, the 1/1 that taps for a mana of any color,
Mm-hmm.
the Sentinel Stalwart. If you wanted to be aggressive in 3 colors, I would probably want to have a bunch of those guys.
Which I don't think that we're going to have a chance of picking those up.
Oh, yeah, we're not going into green. I would just take whatever and throw it in the sideboard. Nothing for us really here.
Gonna do the old Alt button to see what I need.
Yeah, complete your collection. But yeah, picking up those explosions this pack, I think, really take our deck up a notch. Lets us ramp into our Juggernaut and Big Automaton too. And then again, between Recommission and Mutt, how many creatures do we have?
16.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just play another Mutt.
I think the Mutt's fine.
Mutts are always good. Let you find your lands if you don't have enough. Let you get rid of them if you have too many. Just
So,
another Paratrooper.
are you a fan of Unleash Shell?
Exactly like you said. I think it was in the other video though. It's like filler removal that's decent, but I think we've already got enough good removal
Yeah.
that we don't necessarily need it. I don't think we'd play Forge Chandra here. I think again this is just throw it in the sideboard.
We're gonna. I'm pretty happy with our deck.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have some cuts to make, but I don't think they're gonna be that hard of cuts. Like, we probably get rid of the phalanxes. I don't know.
I would remove the Mishra's Onslaught, raise to the ground for the sideboard, and then if they're playing a ton of artifacts, we side those in.
Because I know you said that you like to cut as you go.
Yeah. I usually end up with 40 cards at the end of my draft.
Any of these cards gonna make it?
And I don't. We're not going to play a million military disciplines. We already have one in the sideboard.
I also usually cut as I go. It is in this setting. It's really hard to do so because there's not to you don't have access to a mouse. You don't have access to my mouse. So
Power Blade? I don't think Power Blade is necessary in this one. We don't. Last time we had like 7 flying soldiers. This time we only have
a few.
4.
Still do have a lot of soldiers, but and the influencer.
The influencer.
Got
That's
it.
what we all strive to be.
Yeah. I want the influencer credit. So a little bit I don't know, still a super aggro deck.
Yep.
Are soldiers just that powerful in this set? 'Cause I feel like
I think soldiers are one of the more winning archetypes. I think it's pretty deep at common, so it's pretty easy to, even if other people are drafting it, you can still get a pretty solid amount of soldiers.
now I don't want to be crazy here, but I think we get rid of Bitter Reunion. We got 2 scrapbooks.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had Bitter Reunion. Yeah, definitely. I like that one more in like the red-black sacrifice because it gives you the 1 mana way to sacrifice and get all your little goblins going.
Mm-hmm.
This is traditional, so there's no hand smoother, so it's less good to play 16 lands, I think, in best of 3.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna like give you those 2-3 lands most of the time if you don't have enough lands. Yeah, I think this one will be a 17 lander. Do you want to cut a Whirling Strike?
That's
now
what
that
I
we
was
have
thinking.
Yeah, now that we have removal.
1 Whirling Strike.
And then what's our creature count?
18.
Plenty. So yeah, our tricks are good. I would leave a Whirling Strike and a Discipline. We've got plenty of creatures to slap those onto. Um, what's worse, Rock Hunter or Vanguard?
I think Vanguard in our deck. I mean, comparatively, because we have a lot of 2-ish things, right? We take a Rock Hunter, at least can do 3.
We're not always going to have our rare, but I do like Vanguards because they have Vigilance. That's a better keyword to slap +1/+1 onto
Okay,
than Reach.
I'm down.
But honestly, I don't know. I'm sure it's marginal either way. I don't know which one's better.
I think we'll go with that. I like that. I do like Vigilance. I forgot about that. We do have Flyers. I was thinking more of just the sheer power.
Yeah, no, and then Rock Hunters are better with the Whirling Strikes and the Military Discipline. First Strike's better the higher their power. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not a big difference either way.
Well, we'll find out in the match.
Skyo Slug is our opponent. Oh no, Psycho Slug. Maybe I'm dyslexic.
Oh.
Ugh.
Is this a mulligan?
I mean, the good news is Evolving Wilds will take a land out of our deck to make it slightly less likely we keep drawing lands.
I think this is a god tier hand. I think we gotta keep.
I think it's
untap.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, it's
yeah, play that Evolving Wild and crack it. Get those lands out of our deck.
Easy, you know.
And then we have Mutts. We'll draw the Mutts, pitch some lands, so we can go ahead and hold on to some lands in the hand to get rid of.
They're playing 4 colors. They missed.
They do have the drum to give them the colors. You might want to just play Paratrooper now. They're playing blue, so they might have counter magic.
I like that.
You could block 1 damage by surprise, but I don't know if it's worth it. Hey, I'm feeling some deja vu.
Yeah, what's going on? Are we playing just the Maw? Attack and Maw?
Yeah, you can't play the Elite right now. You don't have enough stuff to tap.
Ooh. They did miss on a land drop.
Mm-hmm. Good news for them is they got the drum to fix and give them an extra mana. They do have to tap a creature to use it, though.
They're land drops for the whole rest of the game.
Yeah. That was a real oops.
That's why I don't like milling myself.
Yeah, it feels bad sometimes, but it's typically better to mill yourself and know what you're not going to draw than it is to... I mean, in this case, it ended up going poorly for them, but self-milling is usually an advantage. Oh well.
Chromatic Lantern.
So you could just attack with Cindermaw, and then after attacks, tap Paratrooper and play Elite.
I like that. I think that's they also missed a land, but they still have 4 mana. Access
4 mana, but they do have to tap a creature for the drum, which will let us keep hitting them for a bunch because you're putting a lot of power on the board here, and you've got Whirling Strike on your Warlord Elite, which is going to be pretty nasty.
Curate is
curating,
not
yeah,
the
they're probably
answer.
dead.
Yeah. They did get a land.
Okay, so they'll be able to think they can block here. You also have the pump with the Paratrooper, but I don't know. I'd probably would just send
it all.
Let me send it all. Sure, yeah, send it all. I was gonna stop and think if there was a reason to leave Paratrooper back for Warlord mana again, but Whirling Strike on the Cinder Maw, or you can just pump with the Paratrooper if you want to save the card.
Oh, I will
Depends on
save
mana
the card.
versus saving the card. Yeah, one toughness isn't really gonna cut it against trample.
Yeah. Oh, now they're
But
getting
every
their
color.
lands. The omelet.
Yeah, it's fine. You could blitz the automaton? No, okay.
Oh, sorry. I am just in GG's,
Autopilot.
Yeah, GG's push it through mode. That's like the thing about me and Magic that gets me, loses me games. Is the GG autopilot.
Does Whirling Strike here? Let's see, that does... They won't die this turn, but you can save the Cinder Maw.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really want to save this. It's been doing effort.
And they won't gain life because you have Cinder Maw, so that's like... Chef's kiss.
Can't get it. No life for you, loser. We just played the... Okay.
No, I guess not.
None at all.
Do you want to bring in one of those Burn to the Grounds? They did play a lot of artifacts.
Yeah. What would we take out?
You're going to be on the draw? Maybe just cut a land? I like to cut a land on the draw sometimes since we have an extra chance to find it.
I'm down. Done. Set. Match. Just one? One?
Yeah.
One raising.
They weren't super high value things to kill, but we can screw with their mana. And then the Onulet was another one, so 3 mana to kill an Onulet's not too bad. But we don't want too many cards in our hand that could be dead if they don't play any artifacts.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, we don't really know exactly what they had since they didn't have a lot of options to play their cards, as they're pretty low.
Ooh. Now this is God tier.
This is God tier. They already mulliganed, probably because they're playing a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
Now,
I was gonna say situational cards like Race to the Ground, Disenchant type things. You don't typically want to play too many of them in an aggressive deck because you just want all your cards to kill your opponent as quickly as possible. But in a more controlling deck, you have the time to gather all your options and then deal with things as you see fit. But we saw plenty of artifacts to make it worth it, I think.
I'm forgetting what one. Oh, wait. What lands we have more of? Plains?
I think it's equal now. Or maybe I'm wrong.
I think I took up the wrong one. I am just realizing this based on what our opponent has kind of done to themselves, is that this is not ranked.
Mm-hmm.
So, we
I like
play
Vanguard.
this. So because it's not ranked, it's not as competitive. Now I'm sure there's still hidden MMR.
It's totally varied. You might play against the best player in the world, or you might play against someone who's never played before.
So this is just pretty easy. This siege
I would
attack.
just do Siege Veteran, yeah, and pump your Vanguard. And then even if they kill Siege Veteran, you've already gotten some value off of it.
I think your not estimate.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if our deck worked or our opponent's deck did not function.
It was both.
A little bit of both. So here we are.
I mean,
one match.
that's the beauty of playing. Sorry to interrupt you. That's the beauty of just playing a bunch of 2-drops is that 99% of the time you'll have something to do, and if your opponent stumbles, you can just hit them until they die.
Just roll over them. All right.
Yep.
Not our fastest hand, but
Evolving Wilds here to save the day.
I'm gonna do the magic row thing where I do it
Yeah.
end step instead of just magically at the front.
Yeah, just don't forget. That's the only catch.
That's the main part why
I've clicked through plenty of prompts before.
Yeah. Okay.
Which land?
Just a land.
Good news is Cinder Maw is a good target for recommission, so even if they kill it, you just bring it back bigger. So yeah, slam that Maw. And then if you keep flooding, Scrap with Mutt can help handle that problem.
Chromatic Lantern gamers.
Popular.
We just go in.
And then just Mutt, pitch, land.
It's very interesting that they're not trying to ramp into colorless. Because if I would just take it. I would just die and have more stuff.
Sure, the Power Stone.
Yeah, because then you'd have 6 mana this turn.
Yep.
They want to get rid of this maul. Well,
Hopefully it's not like an aura. If they kill it with the fight spell or something, that's good. But yeah, they have white mana, so. So you've got options here. I don't know if you want to just send Cinder Maw into their cohort. It's not a great trade, but you can bring it back with recommission. You could use a prison sentence on the cohort, but that seems a bit much.
I think we send the crew in.
Yeah, they might double block Engineer and the 1/1 on your Cinder Maw. And then after this, you can just play the Juggernaut and then recommission next turn and double spell. Like removal, recommission, Cinder Maw.
I like that. So we're sending the crew?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
I could lose a tooth.
Okay, here it looks like they are going for the Power Stone. They crave it. And then Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. I mean, we're scary, I'm not gonna lie.
So they're ramping, but the good news is prison sentence. If they're just playing one big dumb thing, you can just slap the prison sentence on it. Oh, they're not playing one big dumb thing. They're playing a couple of little dumb things.
We don't block here, do we?
Oh yeah, no way. That thing's gonna die after anyways. It's just the end.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, they can just triple block it with the 1/1s, so not really too much you can do to save Juggernaut here.
You know what? Let's put it in their hands.
Yeah, it attacks every turn. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Still doing 4. You can recommission your Cinder Maw.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I got really excited.
And then, do you want to just play Mutt, the one in your hand, and not discard anything, just to get another creature on the board?
Yeah. Get that mutt butt down.
It'd be nice if we got one of our combat tricks for the Cinder Maw, though either one, the Whirling Strike or the Military Discipline, because then we can blow them out when they block. Paratrooper would be good too for the pumps.
Pumpskis with the broskis.
Yeah, that's a kind of a big dummy that you can just prison sentence.
I always think this is going to be a lot scarier than it is. Because I'm like, oh, it's a 5/5. It's going to give 5 power to something right away.
It would be feel like they could have let it also give trample, and then it would be a much scarier card.
Mm.
You can just bottom both, I think. I mean, eventually, maybe you want a double spell, but I think it's fine
We're
to
kind
just
of on the
bottom them both.
beatdown plan.
And now they can't really block your Cinder Maw unless they've got a trick.
Are we gonna attack with the mutt?
Uh, I don't
Or
know.
wait for
I
a
mean,
combat spell?
I don't think you need to send them. It's possible you'll get like a team pump or something, and then that would be more valuable. And you already got one in the yard. Bring back. I don't want a cheap soldier to slap the cavalry on. Counter, but ooh, that's a bomb. That could be a problem. It gives lifelink is the main reason it's a problem. I mean, we just need to do 1 damage to
Lay
them.
down the arms, no lifelink.
Oh yeah, Cindermon, no lifelink too. We're good. As long as we can do 1 damage, we can just kill them with explosion. Um, I mean, if they trade Sarah for Maw, that's fine. And if they just try to like do little chumpy dumpies, we win. I would just,
I think we should attack.
yeah. When we draw another land too, we could bring in that Mishra's Juggernaut. And if they only block with that, we just kill them. Yeah. And then you just activate in their face.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, Cindermaw.
I think
Cindermaw.
best of 3 is more stressful, let me tell you.
Best of 3 is more stressful.
Yeah.
You know what? Burn to the ground, definitely, if they have Steel Seraph.
Just
Maybe
one.
both of them. I don't
Oh,
know. Did they play other artifacts? I don't remember.
the cohorts. And they have a power stone cohort. They had 2 cohorts.
The Golden Lantern, but Chromatic Lantern,
Chromatic.
but they're mostly just playing white spells.
Yeah. That we
Yeah,
know
maybe
of.
just 1 is fine.
Just cut that land.
Yeah,
Cut that land. Cut it good.
it's good.
Alright.
But yeah, Cindermaw was the winner there.
Cindermont really, really took us to victory. I mean, we got 3 of them. Okay.
Yep, Heap.
Get out of the dirt. Okay. Well, we got lands to discard.
Yeah, we got a land. But you know how lands be.
You get more. It's crazy because I feel like today we've been drawing a lot of lands, but okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
So what? Do you know what pet you use?
I use the koi most of the time.
Okay.
The one from Neon Dynasty.
I try to tell people this because sometimes I feel like people might see this and think I'm like pretentious because this was the first pet.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we got that Cinder Maw. But I love cats. Like,
Oh, I know.
yeah. So I don't want people to think that I'm pretentious because it's the first pet in the game. It's a level. It's when they had a lot of them that had different levels when they first came out. So it's like the dog has different levels, the bear like levels slash skins, I guess. But this one it gets like what? It gets like wings and the cat. But I love cats so much.
And then also, who cares what other people think?
Oh my god. I care about not getting lands all the time.
Yeah. Are we just sending Cindermaw again? It doesn't feel good here against their cohort when we can't recur our Cindermaw. I might just play Elite and pass. Play a land, tap your Tap your
I mean,
what?
I'm not
No.
gonna lie. I like playing Cinderma and playing Warlords. I think
Yeah,
it.
just send Cindermaw only,
Yeah,
and then use your
since
mutt for mana.
yeah, because we have these guys to back up. They're gonna run out of juice. We
Yep.
have the
Okay.
juice, but I mean, ultimately, it's up to you.
No, follow your heart. Send that Cindermaw.
We have 3 of them.
That's true. Yeah, the only reason why I wouldn't is because we have like pumps and uh, other forms of ways to make the Cindermaw
Stay
bigger.
alive. Yeah.
But I also like your idea of just clearing them out and dropping stuff and hoping we don't draw more lands.
There.
Oh, speaking of pumps, yeah, I mean, now I think you kind of have to stay back, play elite, and then flash in the paratrooper on their turn. Tap both of your guys.
They'll never see it coming.
Hey, you know what? They might think you've got that 2 mana deal 3.
Hmm.
They might think you
Yeah.
have disenchant. Could be anything.
Yeah.
If they attack, that's mostly good for us. I mean, they might just play another big thing, but
We just
them not
take it.
having blockers is where we want them to be.
Ouch. They do have 7 mana.
Oh, another big guy. It's another thing we can destroy with the raise to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Raise to the ground up the top.
Oh boy. Well, you could just stay back and then use Paratrooper as a pumper. You can hit them for 1 in the air.
I think we hit him in 1 in the air. We got to do some, like, mental damage is a big thing, you know?
Does Crusher pump power and toughness or just power?
Just power.
Okay, cool. So you could block with an elite and then pump with the trooper
Mm-hmm.
to kill the pallbearer, or you could double block the Crusher.
Yeah, we could just go back to 0. Double block the crusher, block this, then you have a 1/1. I have a 1/2. I don't know. That might be crazy though.
Kind of see what because they could send just the Crusher. They could send both.
Okay, there goes.
They have nothing to get back. They should have
They
done
have
that
this
after
guy,
they
the
traded
Gold
off their
Horde.
Crusher. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. The graveyard looked empty. That's why I forgot about that one. Nothing. Okay.
Should I pump?
I mean, just to show them. Oh my god.
This is not good for us.
This. I mean, honestly, I might just leave Paratrooper back to block so it can block the 2/1.
Oh
I
yeah.
might just leave everyone back. And then,
6
how many
lands.
mutts do we have left in the deck?
We have 1 more mutt.
Yeah, so definitely keep at least 1 land in your hand.
I mean, it's hard because we need to play. We can still play our lands because of the paratrooper, but I feel like the paratrooper is going to be the first to go.
Looks like at least they're also flooding. Is the good news.
Yeah.
Glass half full.
This is tense. I feel like we have cards that are good that we can top deck, as long as it's not a land. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go for not a land.
Let's find some more good stuff. Me.
Well,
I think we both have the same. We don't have enough mana to pump now, so watch out for that.
yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if you want to send the 1/2 just to poke them for one. It can also, you might as well, I guess. You're not going to trade it off.
You can't block these though. If they do decide
You
to
can
go.
block them with the Vanguard.
Yeah, why not? It's a stare down.
Yeah, I think you can just play your lands now, unless you just want to get in their head. But you want to get to the double pump, I guess. And we
Yeah.
can't pitch anymore. Oh, you can pitch the lands again with the Scrapwork Muds. That's something. Hmm. Do we care about killing their disciple? Does that matter?
I don't have anything in their graveyard.
Yeah.
I think just go in with the paratrooper
Yeah.
and ping. Ping, ping, ping.
Keep poking them.
I don't know. Obviously, we don't know their deck, but I feel like we've had the weaker side. We had the weaker side at one point. I don't necessarily think we're... we definitely don't have it.
Intriguing.
Okay.
I think we just keep poking. We can use Whirling Strike for when we get into a big scuffle.
They're waiting for their guy that does... It's a flyer, right? They can make it a
Steel
5/5
Seraph,
5/5 flyer?
5/4.
5/4 flyer.
We can kill it with Paratrooper, a pump, and a Whirling Strike. Oh, there's that. You want to just pump now, I think, in case they send. That way you can have the stats.
Dang it! They gained 2. Where is our Cinder Maw? Oh, when you need a land, you get a land. When you don't need a land, you get a land.
The good thing about best of 3 is if you lose one game due to flooding, you still got another game you can play.
Yeah, and you know, we are currently up by 1. What are all these power stones?
Too bad we don't have any survivors of Coilus in our sideboard. Those would be good here.
Yeah.
Because they have all those 1 toughness creatures.
They're thinking about attacking. What?
They don't think we can pump. They don't know about our Whirling Strike.
Okay.
My first instinct is a Warlord's Elite on the Pallbearer, Whirling Strike, and then you can either double block with an Elite and a Mutt, or you could triple block with the 2 Mutts and the Vanguard on the Crusher.
I'm not gonna... I like the triple block. It kills both of our scrapbooks. Makes Phalanx a little bit scarier. Not really, but at least if we draw a land. Right? We still have a 4/4.
And then hope they don't have anything. I mean, it's possible that we should have double blocked the Pallbearer too in case they had like a giant growth, but I don't know. They're kind of getting boned if they do have something. Okay, they don't. Cool.
I didn't think of that. That was my mistake. Well, hey.
I would shoot the Disciple so that they can't bring back the Crusher if they do play something. I don't know if they have anything.
I like that. You're right. Then we just play our mutts.
Yeah. Play them, send them. Anyway.
I like to keep even, you know, just in case. Could I say something? What if we attack with 1 Warlord's Elite? We're trading... No.
They're trading Cohort.
Yeah.
And an engineer.
Yeah, yeah,
We're kind of looking for our flyers mostly. They've
yeah.
got. Oh, speaking of. Yeah, sometimes too, it's good to just save your creatures when you have things like paratroopers because they'll become more valuable once you get those paratroopers. Oh, they just said that. Nice. The lower they are, the better.
We only had 1 mana, but
Yeah, they're flooding, so save that for when they play the angel.
man, can we play this pump,
Yeah,
or do we
it's not a
just
bad idea.
play the
You,
automaton and then we
you,
could pump next turn?
do you want to send both elites and then flash in paratrooper and pump if they block in a way that would allow you to kill them?
I love that.
I mean, they might block smart, but either way, we're gonna do like a 3-for-1.
Let's hold your breath.
Okay, or they might not block smart.
No.
Okay, they are. They're blocking smart, but you're gonna clear their board. I mean, you don't even have to play paratrooper to pump them because it's gonna be the same result either way, right?
Yeah. So we just play the automaton?
Yeah, even though you're not blitzing it, I think so. You can wait to see if they have a trick and then ambush in.
The answer is no. They just have a land.
Probably, yeah. This is the all-land party. Automaton does have haste, but maybe you just want to play it to use all your mana, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's use the mana.
And you can still flash in paratrooper.
We are.
Mana works out.
We're at 9 right now for the paratrooper.
Yep. So the land actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So they chose not to play the cohort.
Which only gives them a 1/1.
Yeah, the 1/1. Oh.
Good
Cool.
game. So, I mean, hey, we're moving on. This could be our final match.
Yeah,
Or no, it is our final match.
It is our final match.
You only play 3 games.
Yeah. You double your gems if you win the next one.
Double the gems.
Or is it not anymore? No, they used to be double. They reconfigured the
algorithm.
Now you get the play-in points.
And I have 5 of them.
Yeah, get to 20 and you can do a play-in.
I can't put that. That's way too much stress. I'll get an ulcer.
Play-in is low stress. Play-in isn't like an actual thing. It's just to get into the actual thing. There's gem prizes, which is nice. And if you have the play-in points, you can play for free.
Oh.
I mean, you pay the play-in points, and then you can win some gems, even if you only get a couple wins.
I guess. I'm like, I think on the level of competitiveness, I'm competitive enough to want to win, but not competitive enough to be on. I feel like on that level, you have to read a lot about gaming. That scares me. Oh, this is great. This is
just hoping we draw another land, but definitely a keeper.
Playing Cholob Tower?
I read it as Chub Tower.
Yeah. I read it as Chub Tower too, but I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, no lands. No problem.
Maybe they just won't play any creatures and we'll just kill them with Rock Hunter.
No, we got a militant
backed
discipline.
up by the tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, just easy
Rock
dubs.
Hunter all the way.
No, they got something good.
Hopefully it's not disfigured. Yeah, we can handle that.
Don't
I mean, yeah, we send. And we hope they block, to be honest. Yeah, military discipline is a permanent +1 too, so that's kind of nice. It's not as mana efficient, but I'd go with the discipline.
I like the discipline, as I feel like this homie's gonna die, and I feel like Whirling Strike with Trample will be able to get us further.
Yeah, could win us the game later.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, fast forward this video 2 minutes, and you'll see us killing them with Whirling Strike.
Yeah, easy. I mean, what do they make a 1/1?
They might have. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad we drew that. They could have made a 1/1 just to block the 4/1, but they chose not to. If they just dump all their mana into that Whirling Strike to kill their big thing, it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's their plan, too.
I think it's only at sorcery speed, right? The mask?
Only a sorcery.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who needs lands?
I mean, one would be nice.
Maybe
Honestly,
one would be fine.
I'm not sure why they didn't crack the mask. That seems like a...
Maybe they didn't know it was at sorcery speed.
Yeah, it's possible. I've been there. Been there, brother.
This has to be a land, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
100%.
have to. Okay.
Hey, send it.
Just keep going.
Yep, Whirling Strike time. Hopefully they don't have Disfigure. They didn't cast it last turn, so they would have had to top it, I would imagine. And they didn't play Opportunist, so I'm sure they have nothing. Okay.
Okay.
And if we draw a land, we just prison sentence their big golem they make with the mask, if that's what they choose to do. Different big
Land.
thing. Okay.
Get a land.
That has reach, is a little annoying. Perfect. Prison sentence. Down to 1. There they all are.
We keep them?
I guess, yeah. You got 5 drops in your hand. You got stuff to do.
I mean, as long as they don't gain life next turn, we just shoot them in the face.
Yeah, you got a flyer too. There's Boulder Branch Golem. Oh, now they're doing the mask.
What? Crazy. The Rock Hunter just being a hustler.
3 power on turn 2 if it's not answered. That's a fast clock. And then 4 power with it.
4 power.
Yeah, I just hit them with the paratrooper. You don't even need to show them that you have explosion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would never make a mistake like that.
I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just one other thing.
No,
in best
it's
of 3.
It's true. It's true. I mean, do we
Race to the ground? I mean, they've got the golems that are made by that are 0 mana, so you would be...
Oh god, I just held down. Scared myself.
Are you okay?
I got... Well, no, no, I'm not okay. I was thinking about a time where, so you don't want to show your opponent what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And early on in my Magic career, I started at Rivals of Exelon.
Mm-hmm.
I had...
was that on Arena you started?
No. This was in good
I
old
would mulligan this one.
Paper. The days of Paper, which... Well, that wasn't fun.
Well, we had fun.
We had fun. That was a hard fought. And, the best part about my draft tutor is that I'm way ahead in gems because of my draft tutor.
There you go.
And I think like a big thing about this, what makes it really great having folks like you coming on and dispensing your knowledge, is there's parts in the draft that are crazy, right? Obviously, like, oh, this card is good and this card's bad. And then there's just making a good deck is one thing, and then actual play is another thing. I think um, it's great to, for me personally, it's great to know that you said that you know you come to quick decisions, and you sometimes that is, but the fact that um I'm also a gut check person. Just that's what it is. I don't, when someone says where do you want to go out to eat, okay, I already have it, you know.
Mhm.
And it's good to know that there are gamers that are good at this game that also are gut check. So thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Happy to be here. Thanks again. Thanks again for running Draft Club. I really do appreciate being involved in that.
Oh yeah, I did make some notes that I immediately did not. I discarded them, but I need to promote Draft Club. So Draft Club is every Wednesday. Um, I think it only doesn't meet 4 Wednesdays a year. So every Wednesday, um, 7 o'clock Eastern for Draft Club East, 7 o'clock uh, Pacific for Draft Club West. So time to fit your schedule. That's 6 hours, 6.5 hours of drafting. All streamers, only streamers. It's a very fun event. aPapaTaco is pretty much the reason how we got Draft Club West to start. Um, and so I'm very happy to have aPapaTaco on board. But before we bounce, aPapaTaco, can you remind everyone where they can find you on the internet?
Yep. aPapaTaco everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you so much, and we will see y'all next time.
Bye.